I'm Tech Gadgets for you, and today we are going to be talking about the new macOS Sonoma update. Now, this update is just for the Mac, but let me quickly get this out of the way. The iOS and iPadOS, some of those features are coming to the Mac. So if you haven't seen my videos on everything you need to know about the iOS and iPadOS, go check out those videos after this video. Watch this video first. This one's going to be a good one. But let's just get started on the first new feature. The first new feature that Apple just added to macOS is better screensavers. So now you can pick between a bunch of different variety of landscapes. So now when your computer turns off, not fully off, you will see those beautiful screensavers. And from the video that they did, those look pretty nice. But let's just get on to the second feature. This category is basically going to be customization. So the second feature is also customizing your Mac, and it is adding widgets to your desktop. Finally, you can now add widgets to your desktop and move them wherever you want. So that's cool because I've seen macOS before and the widgets came from the side. They couldn't actually be on the screen. So now you'll have a better customization for your desktop. Web apps are a new feature that you can now use on Safari. It's basically making it so, say I have a website that is eBay. Let's say eBay, for example. I can make that into a web app, which I can put into the taskbar at the bottom, which makes it into like an app that I downloaded from the App Store on the Mac. So web apps are a cool feature that makes it so you can get websites onto the taskbar and you can immediately open them as if they are an app. Gaming got a new feature on the macOS Sonoma. It's called Gaming Mode, and what it does is it pushes the Mac to make its most optimum CPU and GPU for your gaming experience and lowers the power that it uses for other applications and mainly focuses on whatever game is open. So for gamers, now you'll have better frame rate, better CPU, better GPU, and more power going into it. So it'll keep those frame rates and the CPU and GPU at the highest it can go. And what that also does is it doubles the Bluetooth rate that it checks for Bluetooth rays, and it makes it so when you're using AirPods and a Bluetooth controller, you'll now have less latency and more quickness, and you'll actually feel like you're actually in the game. So for gamers, Mac has gotten a big update that'll hopefully make you want to game on the Mac even more. Another thing that got a pretty big update is video conferencing. And now all these features that I'm going to talk about, you can use on Zoom, Microsoft Teams, any video conferencing app you use. But let me tell you about the features. The first one is presenter overlay, which is really nice and probably makes it so you see more high tech when you're presenting something. So you share your screen and then you hit presenter overlay and it puts you in front of whatever you're sharing, but also in the back of that, it's your room. So it looks like it's in your room. Now, that is a really cool techie AR feature that if I had a Mac, and I'm going to get one eventually, I'm going to definitely use. And another one that's kind of smaller than that, but builds on top of that, is called small overlay. And it just makes you in a little circle, and you can move it around to whatever you're sharing. So when, say I'm sharing a picture of Tech and Gadgets for your YouTube channel, if I hit small overlay, a little circle will move around, and I will be in that circle talking. Continuing on with the video conferencing features, they now have camera reactions, which is a nice little feature to show that you're excited about something without actually having to show you're excited with something. You can now have like hearts, confetti, fireworks. All the little reactions you can do on iPhone can now be on macOS for video conferencing. So it's really cool because it goes like AR. So like it's in your background without actually being in your background in real life. So now you can have reactions and you can do little gestures. So like 2 thumbs up makes fireworks appear in the background. Now those little gestures make little reactions happening, so that's cool. I like the features that they're adding to video conferencing, but let's get on to the next feature. Safari just got a big update. There are 3 new features on there. The first one is you can now have profiles. Say I have my work one and my school one. You can switch between those profiles pretty easily, and you can also have them open at the same time so you can work on your schoolwork and your working just work. So you can have multiple profiles and they won't get mixed up into one. Another feature is when you're browsing or doing whatever you do on the internet, you will have a less chance of getting tracked and your data stolen because now they have better security, and profile makes it so you'll get less security breaches, I'll call it. Also, the final feature is you can now share your passwords with friends and family. I'm not sure you want to share them with your friends, but you can still share them with your family. Now using passkeys, you can share your passwords and you can see when someone edits them, and you can even add more passwords on there. That concludes today's Tech and Gadgets for you video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe and hit that bell so you won't miss any future videos. I did a video on the watchOS 10. iPadOS 17 and iOS 17 updates, go check out those videos. I will leave them in the description below, and maybe one of them will say the watchOS up here. So, this Tech and Gadgets for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!